Well, good morning, my lovelies, and welcome to a very frosty, a very misty, and a very cold Friday morning. I hope you are all really well. Well, I've come out to Waterloo like I always do. To find this morning that we've got frost on the cars. As I'm coming up to the fields, there's loads of mist on the fields, and it is such a beautiful morning. The sun's just coming out. The mist is starting to rise. There's a little bit of frost everywhere, but I will say it's cold this morning, lovelies. So you might need to wrap it warm. Look, frosty leaves, the first frosty leaves of the season. So, lovelies, I thought today we'd have a look back at October and what wonderful things it brought us. Come on. So, as we know, I'd spent the last 5 months, 4.5, 5 months off work on the sick. Handed my notice in the beginning of September, and then I thought, I'm gonna have to go and get a job, aren't I? So I hunted for a job. I wanted something that wasn't stressful, that was less hours that I was doing, and definitely no weekends. So I applied for a cleaning job the other side of town, which isn't too bad. I can get the buses. Went for an interview and was offered the job. So I started on the 3rd of October. And you know what? I've been there a month and I'm absolutely loving it. The people are nice, if a little untidy. I'm on my own, I work on my own. So I just come in, crack on, do what I need to do, have a break when I want. You know, as long as you don't take the doodah and all your jobs are done, they don't care, they'll leave you to it. As long as your jobs are done properly, that's fine. So yes, I'm very, very much loving my new job. It's nice, and it's quiet, and it's less stress. So what else has happened this month, lovelies? We've had a very, very beautiful harvest moon. I can remember coming across the bridges during the nights of October to get my sister from work to stand on the bridge and admire this absolutely beautiful orange harvest moon. It was stunning, and it's one of my favourite moons of the season. I love harvest moons. I love the colour, and they're quite close, and yes, they're beautiful. So when we had full moons, we had beautiful harvest moons for October. They were gorgeous. October was quite a warm month, actually. I mean, yes, I know, like, we always seem to get a bit of an Indian summer in September, but come October you can normally feel the chill in the air. No. I was going to work with no coat, we didn't put the heating on. It was so warm, really unseasonably warm. But who's moaning? I don't mind. It's been very wet though, I will say. We've had some dreadful rain, but the ground needed it, because we didn't get any through the summer, did we? And the ground needed it. So it's been a bit warm and wet, shall we say, for October. The clocks went back. We'll get an extra hour in bed. They went back at the end of the month. Do you know what? That confuses the hell out of me. It really does. We all stand there for a week, go, oh God, look, it's 5 o'clock and it's dark. Yes, it does happen every year. We do that all the time. But it means we get an extra hour in bed, but it also means poor Lou gets very confused around tea times, because it takes her a week to get into the routine of knowing when her breakfast, lunch, dinner and sups is. Come on, puppet, let's go. But yes, it gets dark by 5 o'clock. It's light by about 7 o'clock in the morning. Before we know it, the clocks will be going forward again in March, so I wouldn't worry too much. But yeah, it's been a very long week and a very confusing week because of the clocks. And then we had my most favourite Sabbath of all. I would even go so far as to put it up in front of you, Samhain. Oh, we just love it. We love Samhain. I know there's a squirrel there, woo. Look at him, he's a brave little fellow. There he goes. Samhain for me it's just beautiful. There's, you know, you've got all your decorations. Some people decorate their houses. The shops are full of Halloween decorations. You can buy Halloween treats, you know, cakes and sweets and goodies. But you know, once Halloween turns up, you know the autumn's here, because of the leaves. All the leaves just change overnight. We always have a little fright night, me and Gemma. You know, we get loads of snacks in, sit and watch horror movies all night. We do trick or treat for the kids, so when the kids off the local estate come round, they come and knock the door, and some of them were absolutely beautiful. We had an it clown, you had the Draculas, we've had a few ghosts, we've had lots of witches, and it was lovely. The only thing was, it absolutely peed it down Halloween evening, and we had quite a few soggy children, and even some mothers dressed up as well. I was really impressed. Some of the mums dressed up as well, and those who brought their doggos out, they dressed up as well. Oh Lou, the grass is wet. Come on, don't roll in it. So yeah, apart from the weather, Samhain was really good, and I was quite surprised, because normally I will book Samhain off, but because this is like a new job and my first Samhain in the new job, I couldn't book it off. But bless her, the manager let me go early. Come on. Lou, what's he doing? Look at her, making a mess of herself. We quite finished. Right, thank you. Where were we? Yes, my manager let me go home a little bit early Monday, Samhain. But, Lou, not that way, it's wet. But it was nice because everybody in the warehouse chipped in. Everybody was dressing up, wearing silly costumes, you know. It was nice. It was nice to see that people were making an effort for Samhain. So that is a look back on October. I wonder what November's going to bring us, apart from being cold. So lovelies, I hope you all have a very, very wonderful Friday. Don't forget, Fridays are for shenanigans, because it's nearly the weekend. So we're going to go home. I'm going to go to work. So we're going to send you. So look after yourselves, lovelies. Remember, if you're struggling, do reach out. Somebody will be there to help you. Look after one another. Please be kind, lovelies, because you don't know what that person's going through that stood next to you. And as always, we're sending you all much love. and many, many blessings.